Hi there, Simon here, and in this new video I'm going to help you get your head around a very everyday topic, which is getting dressed and undressed. In this video you'll learn almost everything there is to know on the subject and leave your friends blown away. So let's dive in. So we have to get dressed every morning. After getting out the shower, most of us stand in front of the wardrobe and start to pick out our clothes, although I must admit that I try to leave my clothes out the night before. So we put on our underwear. For women we can use the word panties or knickers, which is more informal and British. For men we've got slips, boxers or briefs. Ladies also wear a bra or brassiere. So here are some examples of sentences. I'm getting dressed. Get dressed quickly or you'll be late for school. My son takes a long time getting dressed. My baby has got into the habit of pulling down his trousers before he gets to the potty. So moving on, we put on our socks or tights. If they come down, then you pull your socks up. Metaphorically, this phrase, to pull your socks up, means to make an effort to improve your work or study because it's not good enough. If a pair of tights ladder, it means that a long hole appears in them. For example, you can say, I have to stretch these tights because they've laddered. We then put on our trousers or pants in the US and then continue to get dressed and maybe fasten our belt or do your belt up if you wear one. We may well have to zip or unzip some of these items. Be careful because zips can get stuck. There are other types of snaps that you can clasp or unclasp. We then put on our shoes and if we have them, tie or do up the laces. Laces can come undone and trip us up. Children often struggle to do their laces up, so make sure they're tied properly. Then we button up our shirt and or jacket and put on a tie. Now we're back home and it's almost the end of the day, so we get undressed. You can also say, I'm going to take my clothes off and jump into the shower, or even something like, I'm going to slip into something more comfortable. You probably will find disrobe in the dictionary, but you'd have to travel way back in time to when people actually said this. Sometimes verbs can play nasty tricks on us, and instead of saying I'm going to get dressed, people might say I'm going to dress up. If you dress up, it means that you wear a costume to a party, for example, like a clown. But if it's for work or school, for example, then you wear a uniform. In my case, I had to wear an awful uniform for years at secondary school. We also use the word outfit, which is a set of clothing, often with accessories. For example, you can't buy a police outfit at a normal shop. If someone finds you really elegant, then they will say that you are well turned out. On the contrary, your appearance is shabby or unkempt. So, for example, my baby is one of the best turned out at nursery, or you'll never find a job dressed so shabby. So that's all for now. If you found this video useful and you've enjoyed it, then please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to keep your English up to date for everyday situations. It's really handy. Bye.